What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. 2019 is drawing to a close. 2020 is right around the corner, and we have picked out our top 5 moments of 2019 and we've given them a ranking. So let's get straight into it.
All right, at number 5, the 5th best moment of 2019. West Ham away, Jose Mourinho's first game in charge of Tottenham Hotspur. We went to West Ham without an away win in nearly a year, I think it was.
Yeah, it was since Fulham.
Yeah, since Fulham, which was ridiculous.
January.
Yeah, and we went there needing a win to get the season back on track. Pochettino had just been sacked. And to go away, one of our London rivals, and win 3-2. Heung-min Son opening the scoring early doors. And then Dele Alli was just in the mood that day with his flicks and that flick on the floor, running to Son to run through to square it to Lucas to make it 2. Kane burying it in the second half to make it 3. And despite a late rally from West Ham, we took all 3 points.
Yeah, you know, we absolutely annihilated West Ham that day. West Ham were very poor. Obviously, Manuel Pellegrini actually just been sacked. So I think that it was a great performance, but it was overshadowed a bit by that kind of late West Ham rally. It looked like it made the game closer than it was, but actually it wasn't that close. I think we played very well that day, and we probably should have won by more than 1 goal for sure.
The rebirth of Dele Alli that game.
It was the rebirth of Dele Alli. It wasn't Dele's brother anymore. The real Dele Alli came to the fore. And he's still banging him in now, even though he didn't score that day, but he's scored a lot of goals under Jose so far.
He was brilliant that day. All right, at number 4, Hugo Lloris' last-minute penalty save at home to Arsenal at Wembley, which in the grand scheme of things meant we finished in the top 4 in 2019. With the scores locked at 1-1, having Harry Kane had just equalised from the penalty spot. Davinson Sanchez had just fouled Aubameyang in the penalty area, and it was a penalty in the 90th minute
at Wembley. Yeah.
At Wembley, Aubameyang steps up to face Hugo Lloris, who had just saved a penalty, I believe, against Vardy, I think the week before.
Yeah.
And he guessed the right way again. Aubameyang went to the keeper's right, about the bottom left corner, and Lloris got down low to save the penalty, kept the score at 1-1, and Tottenham ended up edging Arsenal in the top 4 by 1 point.
Yeah, and that game was pretty much daylight robbery, because I thought Arsenal were probably the better side on the day, and we completely robbed them of the top 4. We got ourselves into the top 4 while knocking them out the top 4, and we've got only Hugo Lloris to thank for that, and obviously Aubameyang as well. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, Hugo. We're in the Champions League because of you. Thanks a lot. And that was one of 3 penalty saves from Lloris that season, 3 crucial penalty saves as well. But that was the most important.
Do you reckon that was the most important, or the one against Sergio Aguero? Because I think if that Aguero penalty goes in, we've probably got the Champions League.
You're probably right. Maybe that.
But we didn't win the Champions League, but we did get into the top 4.
We did, yeah, it's true.
But top 4 only gets us into the Champions League.
I know. I'm not sure. I think the fact that it was against Arsenal probably just edges it.
All right.
At number 3, we have Tottenham's first game in the new stadium against Crystal Palace. Finally, after a long wait, after all protracted delays, we finally got to move into our new state-of-the-art stadium in April of 2019. We've played Crystal Palace in the grand opening. We ended up winning 2-0. Heung-min Son scoring the first ever goal at the new stadium, and it was an absolutely fantastic night.
Yeah, it was, and it was like just so great to finally get in there in the actual game, full capacity, because we've been there for a couple of test events and fan familiarisation events, but to see the place absolutely packed to the rafters with the flags everywhere, the atmosphere, the alcohol absolutely flowing to the brim, it was just an amazing day, and amazing just to finally, after waiting so long to get into the stadium, after being at Wembley for that 2 years, I think it was, and then, you know, being so long since White Hart Lane closed, to move into the actual stadium, it was more of a relief than an epic moment, wasn't it?
And to hear the South Stand in full voice as well was beautiful, and the fireworks as well at the end of the ceremony was a nice touch.
It took us a while to get into the winning mood, but we got there in the end, thanks for Heung-min Son.
Exactly. All right, at number 2, Man City away in the quarter-final of the Champions League, having won 1-0 in the first leg. We headed into the second leg ahead by the skin of our teeth, and what was to be seen was one of the best Champions League games you're ever likely to see. We ended up losing 4-3 but going through on away goals. Fernando Llorente scoring a goal with 15 minutes to go after a crazy opening 20 minutes that saw the game locked at 2-2. City ended up going 4-2 ahead. Llorente bouncing off his arm / knee with 15 minutes to go after a long VAR check. The goal was given. And then in the 93rd minute, Raheem Sterling buries a chance to send City through, which was thought to be the winner. But upon second look, it seems that Eriksen's back pass, intercepted by a Man City player, took a little nick off Bernardo Silva, falling to Aguero, who was in an offside position, and the goal was ruled out.
Absolutely insane. I can't explain to you the emotions that were running through my body throughout that whole game, never mind for that moment, but let's just talk about that moment, because what a moment it was. It was just like you're going from complete dejection, because 1 second you're going through to the semi-finals, the next second it's classic Spurs, they let in a goal in the last minute.
After being 2 minutes away.
Exactly, after being 2 minutes away, and Spurs are crashing out of the Champions League. But the introduction of VAR that year means that the right decision was made and Tottenham went to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And that night, me and you, all you have to do is look at the vlog, which we'll play in a second, but you know, Simeon goes from being completely dejected to being on top of the world, and it's just a sight to see, isn't it?
You know, our emotions took a pounding that game. We were 1-0 down with 2-1 up. City need 3 goals. They get 3 goals within an hour. We're 4-2 down. We have no hope. We have Wanyama and Llorente on the pitch, who 2 players you were thinking we got no chance. Somehow Llorente forces it home, and then to go through all that only to give it away in the 93rd minute, you're like, how Spursy is that? I was just in complete shock, head in my hands moment. How can Tottenham do this to us? But for it to be ruled out and Tottenham to head to the semi-finals of the Champions League for the first time in our history was an absolutely incredible moment.
Come on, Spurs, counter, just clear it! Clear it! No, Eriksen! What's Eriksen done? What is Eriksen doing? '93rd minute.
VAR goal review.
VAR are reviewing it now. Oh, please rule out. Please rule out. I'm not sure what they're reviewing it for.
Just clear the ball.
Maybe an offside. Yeah! Given offside! VAR to the rescue for Spurs! Unbelievable scenes! Oh, the City fans are distraught! I can't believe it! I cannot believe it! He's given offside! Oh my God! Spurs are now 2 minutes away!
It was indeed.
And one of the best moments of my Tottenham fan living career.
Apart from the next moment.
Apart from the next moment, because the best moment of 2019 has to be only one moment, going full to the man, Lucas Moura scoring a hat-trick in the semi-final, the second leg, away at Ajax in Amsterdam, to send Tottenham into the Champions League final. What an absolutely incredible moment. After going into the second leg 1-0 down after the home leg, you're thinking we're going away from home against one of the brightest young teams in Europe, Ajax, who wiped the floor with Real Madrid, wiped the floor with Juventus pretty easily in both those games, with players at the top of their game, Delight, Frankie de Jong, Dusan Tadic scoring 30 plus goals that season, Hakim Ziyech as well. They're just a host of amazing talent in that team. And we went in that game 2-0 down at half time after Delight and Ziyech put Ajax in a commanded lead. All of a sudden, we're 3-0 down, needing 3 goals in the second half to claw it back.
Exactly. At half time of that game, Ajax pretty much had a foot and a half, never mind just 1 foot into this Champions League final. And then up steps Lucas Moura, scoring 2 goals, but the main goal, his hat-trick goal in the 95th minute, you know, the ball comes over the top to Dele Alli. He does a lovely, clever touch into Lucas Moura, and then Lucas Moura bangs it into the bottom corner of the goal and sends the Spurs fans into absolute delirium. And
as the clock ticked down to 95 as well, literally as it struck 95, the ball went in the back of the net. There could not be timed more perfectly. I think he might have even blown the final whistle as soon as the goal went in as well. You know, that was a proper rallying cry in that second half from Spurs to drag ourselves back into that game, lumping balls up to Llorente. He was winning headers left, right and centre. We were just piling on the pressure. Lucas Moura with a hat-trick of left-footed finishes as well, and to somehow force our way into the final. What a moment that was for Tottenham Hotspur.
And all the emotions after the game from the fans, from the manager, from the players. You
scenes
saw it
from the
on
manager.
Poch's face. You saw it on all of their faces, to be honest. You know, everyone just breaks down crying, and then Spurs fans, we were celebrating in Amsterdam, in Dam Square until 2-3 in the morning. We get back to our hotel at 4 in the morning. And we had this big chilling area. I put the highlights on the big screen and I'm watching it, and literally the first time I was watching the highlights since being at the game, and I had tears rolling down my eyes. I was absolutely sobbing. I had shivers up my back. You know, it was absolutely amazing, and I don't know if I'll ever witness something like that with Tottenham Hotspur again.
They heads over, and that could be that for Spurs. Up forward by Sissoko. Dele. Lucas. Going to the Champions League final! Llorente flicks on, I've been banging on his praises this whole second half. He flicks on, somehow finds Lucas Moura, he buries it with his left foot. Unbelievable! In the 94th minute, 30s. We are seconds away from the Champions League final. Can you believe it? Ajax now have to throw everything at it. Whistle! 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 We can finish it! It's the second corner! Corner flag! Corner! Corner! Corner!
That was the best 5 moments of 2019. Let us know in the comments below. What do you think of those moments? Did we miss any moments out? Let us know in the comments below. Check out our worst moments of 2019 as well. That will be in our next video, so go check that out. Like, subscribe and comment below. And as always, come on you Spurs.